Thank you for picking up the sticks. This is our first ever Skype phone-in thing that we're going to try to do. We don't know. We're kind of running with it like we always do with everything else. There's a Nintendo Direct today. They just finished up a couple hours ago. We all got a chance to watch it. We want to get something, get this quicker to you because we just recorded the normal episode yesterday. So it'll be 2 full weeks before we got this information to you. But, holy crap. There was a lot going on in this one, and I'm glad we decided to do this for the first time ever, so... First impressions, guys. What was the very first thing? I mean, we're going to talk about running down everything, but, what sticks out to you guys more than anything else?
This was huge.
Yeah.
40 minutes. I think this was longer than the E3 one.
Actually, I think you're
Or just
right.
about the same.
It was they were at least similar time frame.
What stood out to me is Super Nintendo, finally.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
Making that $20 purchase of, Nintendo Online even.
Hey, you know what? Now it's worth it for me.
Yeah.
Well, now it's worth it for my free Twitch Prime that I got it through. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, mine just renewed, oddly enough, or is about to renew. I know
it's been about a year now. Yeah. So if you started it then.
I was the early adopter sucker, so I've had it from moment one. So
Super
Nintendo, Tetris 99, all that stuff was really worth my while. So, so you guys want to start running down the run of show here?
Cool. All right, so we kicked things off with kind of got leaked a little bit earlier today, but Overwatch coming to the Switch on October 15th. It's going to have gyro controls, and yeah, it's Overwatch.
All right, you played that, right, before?
Yeah, when it first launched, 3 years ago or whatever.
These things are kind of funny for me. All the Nintendo Directs are funny for me because, I'm watching it on YouTube in 4K on my beautiful brand new Samsung phone with a better screen and better resolution than I'm ever going to get on there. I'm like, man, it looks pretty. But is that really what I'm going to get? That was my first impression when I saw Overwatch.
Probably.
And everything else I saw today.
No, my guess is going to be 540p. That's kind of my guess. To run it 30 frames. Or even maybe 60, but it's going to be 540. 720 docked.
Yeah, I'm interested. I never played it, so I don't know if this is gonna make me jump into it. But I think it's another massive game that's showing up on the Switch.
Yeah, for sure. So after that, we got into Luigi's Mansion 3. They showed off some more levels. So there's different floors. There are gonna be different themes and everything. It looks very pretty. This game's gonna be awesome. And then they also showed off and announced Scream Park, which is basically going to be the party mode. It's going to be 2 to 8 players, kind of like a just battle royale mode, or not royale, but battle mode. And I mean, could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, again, like you said, it looked good. I have somehow never played a Luigi's Mansion game, so I think this is probably a good time to jump in for it for me at least.
Yeah, I played the 3DS one. It was a lot of fun.
I've never played any of them.
It's worth it. It's fun. So after that, they showed off Super Kirby Clash. It's 4-player teams. Comes out today, so it is already. I already have it downloaded on my Switch.
That was quite the theme of this event too. It was available now or very very soon.
Yeah, I mean they usually do some shadow drops, but this was more than usual. Yeah. And this is free to start, so I don't know what that means yet.
It's free to play, and they'll hit you up for money later.
So I'll stop playing then once they start hitting me up for money. Is what you're telling me?
I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah. So after that, then we got a new trailer for Trials of Mana. This game looks great. It's coming out on April 24th, 2020. So a long ways to go. I just picked up the collection of Mana myself, so I'm looking forward to going through the Super Nintendo, translate it, and I can't wait to play this because it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Then after that is the one Mike is super pumped for. As soon as I was like, oh, he's gonna be so happy. Return of the Oberdin is coming.
Play it again.
That's right.
What was well, for me, what was better was the announcement right afterwards. It's also showing up on PlayStation and Xbox. So it's going to be on everything real soon. So yeah, that was.
So how many times are you going to buy it?
At least once more. Probably on the PlayStation so I can get my trophies.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing through that one again for sure.
Yeah, so that'll be sometime fall 2019. Then after that, we got a new trailer for Little Town Hero. This is the game that they kind of hint at. They showed us a little bit before. It's from Game Freak, the Pokemon creators. It's coming on October 16th. It looks kind of like I don't know, like a tactical turn-based, like rock paper scissors RPG.
Yeah, I sure. I don't know. I mean, it looks cartoony and cool, but like I don't know. It almost looked like a more of like a mobile game with like the interface with the circles around it. I feel like it's almost like kind of like tapping which ones you wanted to do, as opposed to I don't know, like a console RPG.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see a little more on that. So then we got into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Quite a bit of stuff here. So they announced the release date for Banjo-Kazooie. That is today. It is out right now. I'm sure the servers are crashing, so good luck. And then they showed off the fourth character from the fighter pack out of the 5. It's going to be Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury, which is pretty awesome.
None of us had that guy in our draft from 2 years ago.
Who won that?
Shut up, Art.
Shut up, Art. That's okay. Who's dominating fantasy right now? All right.
Yeah,
it's Tesla. It doesn't really count.
and added Monster Hunter Iceborne over the weekend.
What's a DLC? You can add that?
It's a full-on expansion. It's a full game basically. They let me pick it. I don't know.
Don't worry.
It's a test league. It doesn't count. It doesn't on the website. Test league.
Yeah. So Terry Bogart's coming in November. So that means there's only one left for the fighter pack. But a special announcement was made that more DLC characters are coming and will be sold separately.
More opportunity to spend more money.
Well, yeah.
No surprise there. Yeah. If they keep giving them money, they're just going to keep creating more and more characters. Then after that, we got a new trailer for Link's Awakening coming September 20th. They showed off the Chamber Dungeon, which is basically create your own dungeons.
That I am very excited for that game. Like I never played the original Game Boy game. I never had a Game Boy, so getting a chance to play like an older style Zelda game, it appeals to me immensely, and it just looks so cool.
Yeah, I played the Game Boy game. It's a great game. After that, then we got Mike's favorite music as well here. Dragon Quest XI S trailer coming September 27th. There's going to be a free Champions Pack DLC, which is going to give you some costumes and some consumables to start you off. And don't forget that the demo is out there and your progress does carry. And it's about 10 hours, the demo, so you can get pretty far.
Can we talk just briefly about the new trend of like demos and games that have like are massive and then you can transfer over? Like that's something I don't remember being as prevalent as it's been the last like 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing, right? Because these demos, when they do that, they're usually not short demos.
Yeah.
So if they want you to, they want to reel you in with that demo, no one's going to want to play that, however many hours over again. Shouldn't say nobody. Most people aren't going to want to play that however many hours over again. So, I mean, it's a good idea.
Yeah, fully agree.
Plus, demos are better than no demos. So, yay, demos.
Yeah. I was going to say, I do like that we're getting demos again. I do miss that. So then after that, we got our next Wii U remake, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, #FE Encore. This is the one that's it's a collaboration of Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei. It looks everything I heard about it was fantastic. I got rid of my Wii U by the time that came out, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I know literally nothing about it outside of that people have been looking for it, and people are excited for it. That's literally the extent of my knowledge on that game.
Then after that, we got a kind of a surprise drop here. Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, coming in 2020.
Didn't you ever play the first one?
No.
That's on my like. I just bought that on the 360, like a backwards compatible game. So like it's one of those like games I know I'm gonna like. I never played before, and I'm shocked. It's like it's like the most culty classic of all time. You know what I mean? It's like it's like people either like adore it or just think it's absolute trash. And I guess enough people like it to warrant the second one.
Well, and you could give that original one a try on the Switch if you'd like as well. Deadly Premonition Origins available right now, so it's out there. It's $29.99. So go check it out if you're interested.
Like I said, because like a physical copy of that game goes for a decent amount of money, just because they didn't, especially like the PlayStation one. Because I know they were re-released on a PlayStation 3 as like a director's cut. I assume the Origins version is that director's cut plus something.
I would assume.
Yep.
Okay, and then after that, they show off a trailer for Divinity Original Sin 2 coming to the Switch. Actually, coming today, as a matter of fact.
There we go again.
And which is really cool about this is it has you can use a cross save with the Steam version. So we already have the Steam version, and it's up on the eShop right now. It's $49.99. After that, Bethesda came on screen. Good old Bethesda supporting some more. To announce that Doom 64 is coming on November 22nd, which I thought was kind of interesting because that's the same day as Doom Eternal.
Yeah, but they're pretty different games.
True.
Nah, identical. Doom is Doom. It's fine.
I'm most excited that they're gonna have something 64 game on the Switch. You know, I mean, we're gonna talk a little more about other things coming to the Switch here in a minute, but like, yeah, let's start that trend. Let's start the 64 games, and maybe for love of God, we can finally get to the GameCube games and other things that we talked about, you know, years ago when they first started announcing the next generation console for Nintendo.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Turok 1 and 2 are already on the Switch as well. So
you're right.
Getting there. And the Doom 64 actually looked really good from what the trailer they showed off. Then after that, we got a trailer for Rogue Company coming in 2020. Just kind of looked like a online team game. I don't know.
As a resident Siege expert, did you get like Siege vibes from that game at all?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't make that part of the video. I ran out of time, man. I was sitting there, I was reading this, I'm putting the kid to bed, I got an alert on my phone that I got a fantasy draft coming up. Everything started happening all at once.
Well, carry on then. But yeah, it looked like a team-based tactical, but like, I mean, it was more cartoony than Siege.
Oh, yeah.
But it had like, it seemed like it's, you know, you use this gadget against this gadget to make, you know, to get progressed to whatever the overall objective is. And everyone looked like they had their own traits and gadgets and abilities and things like that. So yeah, it looked neat. I don't know if it has a home on the Switch, but
there's gonna be a small audience that'll probably really get into it. So after that, we got into Pokemon Sword and Shield. Showed off a little bit more of that. It's looking very pretty. And they showed off 4 new features, or kind of 4 things, not features, but things they decided to talk about. Customized character, so you can customize hair, clothes, outdoor outfit, gloves, whatever. So there's that. They announced Pokemon Camp, which is basically where you can like play with your Pokemon. You can play mini games and stuff, and you can have up to 4 people can share a Pokemon Camp. So over online or local multiplayer. Then another mode, it was called Curry on Rice ? Where you can create curries. I'm like, okay. There's like a heart.
As a resident curry expert, what do you think?
I like rice. That's all I got for you.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
I'm honestly I'm kind of checked out on Pokemon as a whole at this point. I just know it's not for me. And
I forgot to bring this up last night, but my kid has started watching the Pokemon cartoon.
Oh, awesome!
And I'm really scared.
Which one?
Japanese one.
Well, the one's on Netflix.
I'll say it's either Sun or Moon or X and Y then, probably.
No,
they got the movies on there too, with the series. They're not in Hawaii, are they?
I don't know where the hell they are. all I know is he sits there and he's bastardized like Pikachu, I choose you to like he's morphed like superheroes in that. Iron Man, I choose you. I'm like, that might be a
that
cool game, but I don't think that's how it works.
You should show him Pokemon Go. Just do it.
Oh, there you go.
Debating, trying to hunt down a 2DS and a game on there and see if he can get the hang of it. Lord knows,
Not expensive right now.
Lord knows I can't explain it to him, so just have to learn on his own, like I did back in the Nintendo days.
I think you just missed out. GameStop had the 2DSs for $40 on Labor Day.
I saw him. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're Black Friday to think about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll wait till Christmas because he's already gotten spoiled for his birthday. He can wait a while longer. We'll see if he keeps watching Pokemon until Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. So whatever that remote's gonna be, I thought it was gonna be like where you make the curry and then like it gives you like boosts or something, but they didn't talk about that, so I don't know.
The show he's watching is Pokemon the Indigo League.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So I got like very like Breath of the Wild recipe mixing vibes from that, and like if I couldn't dislike Pokemon game anymore, like let's take the thing I hated about that other game and put it in that one.
Well, the nice thing about that is usually you can skip that.
They
stuff.
give you the recipes up front.
Oh God!
Or is it like Zelda, where you're just crap shooting?
Waste all your material.
You're just throwing all your shit into a pot and hoping it comes out to something.
Pretty much. And then the last thing is they showed off a few new Pokemon, which some of them look really cool. November 15th, it's coming out. I'm excited. So then after that, we got into what Art was talking about earlier, the Super Nintendo finally coming to the online service. It launches tomorrow, September 5th. It's going to launch with 20 games, and here are the games. It's going to launch with Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Super Metroid, F-Zero, Pilot Wings, Kirby's Dream Course, Demon's Crest, I butcher this every time, Puyo Puyo 2. Hey, that wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Nailed it.
Brawl Brothers.
Don't mess up Super Tennis or Super Soccer.
Oh, I'm sure I'll mess up something. Yeah, Super Tennis, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Star Fox, Stunt Race FX, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Soccer, Breath of Fire, Super EDF Earth Defense Force, and Joa Mac 2 Lost in the Tropics.
Heck yes. Love it. It's about time. I mean, this is the thing we've been, we miss on the Virtual Console on this system, right?
Yep.
We've been wanting something to replace it. The Nintendo games are nice, but I was thinking, the Nintendo games, if you look at the catalog, I don't know what else to put on it at this point. So they needed something else to put on there. So Super Nintendo, perfect.
And I'm pleasantly surprised to see that they actually included Super Mario World up front.
Yeah.
They didn't draw that out or find a way to suck more money out of people, because I would have paid for it.
Yeah. Well, like that, Super Metroid.
They got a bunch of heavy hitters there.
Yeah. They weren't shy about this first round of the first 20 games that come out.
Yeah.
So, and they said there's more to come. I don't know if it's going to be the same schedule as it was with the NES, where they would come out with 3 or 4 a month, and some of them are remixed or whatever the heck they did before. But yeah, man, that was just flat good news.
Absolutely. I'm probably going to get a chance to play Demon's Crest, and the original Breath of the Fire is great. So I'm excited for those. So then after that, they went into Tetris 99 2.0. It's going to add Invictus mode, which you have to achieve max status before you can even unlock it.
I played a lot of Tetris 99, and I have no idea what that means. I've played probably like 200 games of Tetris, and I still don't. I would imagine I've achieved that up to that. Do I have to win one? I don't know. I don't know what that means at all.
Well, I guess let us know. I think it drops. It drops tomorrow, the 2.0 on September 5th. So let us know. And then they're also going to add daily missions as well. And there's like a second wave of paid DLC as well. So after that, then we got a trailer for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo, coming November 5th. It's going to have a story mode, and it's also going to have 10 events in the retro 2D style. I want to play just the retro version of it. Those look awesome.
I was totally checked out until they went 2D, and but it's like they're playing it's like karate and like Yeah, they had like the high dive and Bowser's just like rotating and before he goes. That is so good. Yeah, I was just like, this is kind of dumb. Then I was like, man, I'm really excited for that. Like, I went full 180 on that game.
Yeah, for sure. Then we got a new
Story
trailer.
mode include the part where the Russians get pinched for doping.
Well, it is what happens in the story mode is Mario, Sonic, Dr. Robotnik, and Bowser get trapped in the 1960s, I think.
The 1964 Tokyo games.
Tokyo,
Doping.
video game. So that's good time for Russian doping, right? I think they can totally fit that in.
Absolutely. Then we got a new trailer for Daemon X Machina. There's a new demo available right now today. It's the prologue, and your save file will carry over into the actual game. And the nice thing is, too, also the demo has 4-player local wireless co-op. The full version will have online 4-player co-op. So I didn't even know that game was going to have co-op to begin with. So that's a pretty cool feature. I can see that being pretty neat. It's coming out September 13th. Then, which was like, to me, I think one of the biggest surprises of this, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast coming September 24th.
I'm looking at my GameCube copy I just bought because I always wanted to play that game. I just waited. But yeah, man, that's a thing. Again, that's a thing. That's one of those like every time you see like Star Wars, like best Star Wars games of all time, like that's usually the top like 3. So that's a pretty big deal. And
it was announced too that after the fact that it's coming to PS4 as well, and then also Jedi Academy is coming in 2020 to both, which that one is awesome. Jedi Academy is awesome. All right. So after that, we got into The Witcher 3 Complete Edition coming October 15th. Just a really quick little snippet trailer there. Then a new announcement, Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection coming December 6th. It's going to include Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and Rogue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are two like in that realm of like okay games that people loved. Like people really didn't like 3, people really didn't like Unity, and those games. Rogue came out at the same time as Unity, and 4 a lot of people really liked. But I checked out before then because of 3. But yeah, man, that's more games on. They're figuring out ways to put like sometimes we'll talk about this in a minute. Sometimes the best version of games on the Switch. But yeah, man, it's good. That's once again another great game put on Switch.
Yeah. Then they showed off a new trailer for Dauntless, just to remind everyone that that's still coming to the Switch in the fall. That's the free-to-play action RPG game, which I've heard actually great things about. So kind of curious to check that out. Then we got our typical montage of games. So let's go down the run here. Just Dance 2019 coming November 5th.
Art, as a resident Just Dance fan, how are you thinking about it?
I just want to know if they're still put it on the Wii because that's all I play.
Yep.
But not the Wii U.
Not the Wii U.
No, not the Wii U. Get out of here with that.
But yes, the Wii version is...
The hardcore play it on the Wii.
That's right, and it's still coming for the Wii. Grid AutoScript is coming September 19th. Here's another one for you, Art. Farming Simulator 20, December 3rd.
Did you ever play it or no?
No.
Okay. I know you said you downloaded it. I don't know if you played it or not yet.
No, last night I came home and went to bed.
Ni no Kuni, September 20th.
Yeah.
NBA 2K20, September 6th. Call of Cthulhu, coming October 8th. Mm-hmm. The Outer Worlds, coming soon. Yeah. Devil May Cry 2, September 19th.
The bad one. The bad game, which is weird. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. Or at least put maybe the collection instead of just 2.
Well, they just put just one out a couple months, like last month. Just one came out, so they're selling them separately for $20 a piece instead of just $20 for all 3 of the old ones. Because the third one is coming.
Yeah, that one was fine. That one was good. 2
was just garbage. Yeah.
I mean, they're doing it this way because worst case scenario, they get you to buy 1 and 3, and they got $40 out of you.
I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they're just taking. I mean, it's Capcom. It's the same thing they're doing with the Resident Evils too.
Yeah, I mean, put out whatever you want to put out, but this is like, I think granted this was in the sizzle reel, but it just felt weird to be in this at all. Like, he's surrounded by all these huge things and big deals.
Devil May Cry is a decent name.
It's a big name, but I don't know.
That particular game may not be good, but
right.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, the classic out of town stupid thing. Like, they don't know how bad that game actually is, but Devil May Cry sounds good.
Half the people who play this system weren't playing games back then.
That's true.
And then the final game they showed in the montage was Vampire, coming October 29th. All right. So, and then I was also kind of surprised by this. We got actually a pretty decent trailer explaining things for Animal Crossing: New Horizons. They were just going over some of the mechanics that are going to be in the game, just showing off some of the things they're going to be able to do. It looks great.
Yeah, totally. I'm totally on board with this. I can definitely see myself playing with children with this one for sure, because they do like Minecraft and they liked Stardew Valley and stuff like that too. So this is just Nintendo's version of that, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, it's not quite as crazy as Stardew is, but that's probably better for their age bracket anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's coming out March 20th. Yeah. To be honest, the fact that they even showed this and they had a trailer like this, I thought it was going to get bumped up. Like, I kind of had started getting a feeling that they were going to bump it up, because I was like, wait a minute, I was not expecting that at all.
It wasn't until you talked about the date that I even got what Mike was doing. I'm like, what?
Oh,
Mike really wants to play that game? What's going on here?
He's talking about.
I get it now. No, I get it.
That fantasy that I'm dominating.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then that led into the final announcement of the direct. And Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition coming in 2020. So this is the first one that was on the Wii. I am so pumped for this. I missed out on it on the Wii, so I am so excited.
I was gonna say this was a very good steak direct. There's a lot.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I definitely was like, man, State's gonna like that. Man, State's gonna like that.
It was great. I was watching. My son was sitting right next to me. I'm going, yeah! He kept looking at me and laughing every time I did it.
Dad, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, like I said, I'm super excited because the new 3DS version of it was not good. And I tried playing it on there. I was like, I can't do this. So I am super pumped to get that on Switch. I can't wait.
Yeah, but I mean, that was it, right? That was
it. That was everything. Because then after that, they were going into a demonstration of Banjo-Kazooie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I mean, going through it, I mean, Overwatch is a big deal. Luigi's Mansion 3 is a big deal. Return of the Obra is a massive deal. It's not a big deal. It's a big deal to me. All the Smash Brothers stuff, Link's Awakening, Dragon Quest, Tokyo Mirage. I mean, we kind of gloss over Divinity Original Sin because we don't care about it. But that's a big game.
It's a giant game. Yeah.
I think they got a 10 from Game Informer last year when it came out. I mean, that's a huge game.
Yeah.
Pokemon, Super Nintendo games. I mean, a lot of people are excited for Daemon X Machina, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Witcher 3, and like the list just keeps going and going. Like that was a lot in 40 minutes that they've crammed into this thing and kind of cleared up the next 3 to 6 months of their catalog.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that was the thing. And because when they first announced this, they said they were going to talk about Luigi's Mansion 3 and Pokemon was like the only things they gave us a hint. And halfway through, they already talked about both. So we saw like 20 minutes ago. It was like, okay, what else are they going to talk about? like holy crap, we're only halfway through this.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a lot there for me, but I can grasp like how big of a direct this was. It wasn't, your Nindies presentation. It wasn't like we're going to show off one game that you already know about type thing. Like they announced a lot of new stuff that most of it wasn't leaked by Kotaku before the event.
And it's pretty much Overwatch. I mean, they were talking about Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Had a little rumblings, I think, yesterday and the day before.
Yep.
But I mean, overall, like Nintendo keeps doing this too. Like they had these directs where just like these blowouts of just all this stuff that's coming to the Switch. And I mean, and sometimes it's even new features and sometimes it's new hardware. Sometimes it is the Nindies thing where half it is okay, half it's you're gonna forget about by the time that this tutorial is over. But this wasn't quite E3 level, but this is a lot to take in the first week of September.
Yeah, and it seems like, I guess, because last September when they announced the Nintendo Online, that direct was pretty big as well. So I'm thinking these are going to be like the two big directs a year. It's going to be the E3 one and then this September one. Like, I mean, and then I think there was a big decent one in like March. So we get 3 major directs a year. That's amazing because they cover like a 3 to 4 month span, and like then it's like, all right, next one, cover that next span, and that's pretty awesome.
It's just great too. It's just like, hey guys, tomorrow 4:00, be there.
I got things to do at 4:00.
Race home. Get home as fast as you can.
Yeah. So I mean, once again, I think Nintendo. I mean, they're doing the Switch is amazing. Like what they're getting on there. I mean, we talked about in the podcast, which should be popping up there tomorrow as of today, so Thursday. How like I don't understand how The Witcher can even possibly be on this thing. So they're not only putting out like the classic, Nintendo style games, but they're figuring out these massive third party deals to put on there too. Like if you really look at the catalog in totality for the Switch, it is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Even as clearly the not biggest Switch fan on this podcast, I can appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah, and as a stockholder too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why he can't say anything. No.
I'm going to remain neutral on this. However, bye.
I was saying, if anyone ever thought I had a conflict of interest, I talk more shit about Nintendo on this podcast. So
it's very true. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Overwatch running on it. I won't play it, but I just want to see it running.
That was my first thought too. I was like, I'm like just curious about it. I have no interest in playing it. I just, did my time in that game, and but I'm curious to see how it looks on the Switch and how it runs. I'm also curious the gyro controls. Why?
I don't know. Stop that.
Because they can.
Stop it. It's I don't know. Anyone's like, all right, gyro controls. Like, there's no one.
Sweet. I want to play a competitive first-person shooter with motion controls.
Yeah, this is so much fun to play games like this. Do that all the time.
Oh, I'm getting sick.
I want to do that while we've been recording. Just turn on the camera and move it around.
All right, guys. You got any final thoughts on this bad boy?
No.
All right. Well, Stickheads, thanks for joining us in our first Skype 3-headed monster call. We call these Hydra calls going forward. Or Cerberus. No, Cerberus was a 3-headed monster dog, right?
Yep.
Cerberus calls going forward.
I like it.
Let it be known. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.